just want to ask a question because, like, I'm feeling like that stupid thing they did where they tried to make me. How old am I supposed to be right now? 15? 16? Right around the time when I'm getting my driver's license, right? I'm excited because I might get to drive, go somewhere. And I know what I look like in another realm, right? She's beautiful, she's gorgeous, and she's got so much potential, right? But here's the question. Let me ask you a question personally. I'm 16 years old and I'm trying to figure out what to do with my life. And there's all this temptation and there's all this sexualized imagery, and everything's basically saying that a successful woman is supposed to look a certain way and be packaged a certain way. And, you know, there's certain things that are expected. Okay, fine. What happens if 20 years down the road, it turns out that that woman you invested in and agreed to gets busted setting up a prostitution ring with other girls? And she's not Miss Maxwell that you can blame on that disgusting, horrible Jew, Jeffrey Epstein. What if it's your fucking wife? What if it's your fucking first lady with her goddamn bar membership and caseload and her little gardening projects or healthcare plans? What if you farmed your first lady out to a bunch of old boys that told you you had to let them ride her around for a while so they'd let you in the club and she gets busted? What kind of example of male leadership are you going to provide now? Because there's plenty of men who are actually competent, moral people. And right now, how many of them actually have jobs where they can take care of their home and maybe support their wife and their children? And or even if they aren't so old-fashioned, can hold their own with a competent woman that held out and didn't agree to prostitute herself. What kind of male leadership do you think you're going to fucking provide now? That's what I mean. There are no men to model for me. You took all of the good men in my life. They're just as disappeared as all of the good women. All that I'm left with is reflections of men who chose the other women, who don't want to acknowledge they even knew me. Right? So how are you going to demonstrate appropriate comportment as a qualified man? I mean, you're still alive, right? You're still alive. You're not dead. So obviously, you're meant to be here for this moment to do that job, right? I just want to know. Because all I hear is the voices of people that strategically coordinated trying to subject me to this. And over again, you just won't admit you made a bad decision and something needs to be recapitulated. And every day we go further and further down into this cesspool. You understand? Do you understand? You're the ones with the intelligence. You're the ones that have the clout. You're the ones with the social capital. For whatever reason, it was determined to allow you to have it, at least for a protracted period of time. What kind of leadership are you going to provide now? Your good women have been exposed as purveyors of the prostitution of other women. That's how I understand it now. The women that are allowed to have social capital have recruited other women into acts of prostitution, including against their consent and including after they were forced drugged, in order to maintain their social positioning. And you married them. What are you going to do?